Alright, welcome ladies and gents. I'm reluctantly reporting on something from Giant Freaking Robot, which I'm going to say with a caveat at the start, generally don't have a good track record. However, weirdly enough, they did actually break the news about the Escape from New York movie that's coming to light. So we're going to talk about this, but we're not talking about it as if this is 100%. View it with, an air of skepticism. Okay, so the rumour is Man of Steel 2 won't be a proper sequel and will reportedly erase Superman killing General Zod. Now, I can believe that for a few reasons, just because they are, although it is within the universe that's been established by Zack Snyder, and they're looking, they're not rebooting that entirely. They're still working within that. I'd imagine there are elements that they potentially aren't overly happy with. And General Zod is an interesting character that they could have had around for longer. So I can believe it on face value, at the very least. And we know David Zaslav really, really wants, Superman movies. He's like, we haven't had a Superman movie for ages. Why haven't we got one? Blah, blah, blah. So I understand it. Not only that, we know that one of the reasons for Henry Cavill coming back as well was because he wanted some element of creative say. He wanted to ensure that it was on the right path. And maybe this is one of those things that he wasn't too happy with either. I've done a little bit of digging around. It's not something which is immediately apparent, but maybe. So, yeah. We'll dive into this today in the report, but before we do, ladies and gents, please do check out my second channel. It's from all of my live streams, basically. It's a Mr. H Reviews live archives. It's clips from the live streams, different topics, similar to this, but different topics as well. So please do check it out. You'll like it, I promise. Hit subscribe and turn the bell icon on. Again, sorry that this is from Giant Freaking Robot, but again, they did get one thing right, so we've got to look at this with some potential. So, a new Man of Steel film is coming in some form, and Henry Cavill is reprising Superman. We know that. So, in terms of that, and where they're going to go, we know that it's going to go from dark to ultra cheery, joyful, hopeful. Right? We know that. Henry Cavill tweeted that out. Not tweeted it, Instagrammed it out. But there could be more changes in store, and these would be the retconning kind that erases uncomfortable and unpopular moments, namely the ones seen in Man of Steel, i.e. snap at his neck. Literally just rip at his neck off. Why not? Don't you worry about it. Just snap that neck. So, yeah. Now, The Flash, interestingly, was supposed to have General Zod killing baby Superman. Now, obviously, because Superman's back, moving forwards, Henry Cavill, he's back. That's going to be completely written out. We know that. Of course it is. But yeah, General Zod was going to kill Kal-El as an infant, a baby, before he sets off to, boldly go where no man's gone before. So that's going to be undone. Now, allegedly, the reshoots for that third act is going to be completely changed. However, Cavill Superman, looking like they're going to be changing stuff again with respect to General Zod. So, Giant Freaking Robot, their sources claim that Superman's origin will be treated differently. Moreover, he will no longer be portrayed as having killed General Zod. And they add that this is a pretty big change that should line up with Cavill's desired joyful approach the actor has waited years to embark on. Now, one of the reasons why I say that this could just be complete BS is the fact that, they haven't even found a writer yet. Now, they might have had a script treatment to be farmed out to writers. They might have had a pitch. But they don't have a writer. So this might just be from conversations. It might just be complete speculation. We don't know. But Giant Freaking Robot considers this scoop confirmed. Yeah, we got this covered, says a lot of that as well. And adds that there is a statement of purpose coming from the very top of DC Studios to put the first and oldest superhero back on track after a decade without a solo movie. James Gunn and Peter Safran steer the ship now at that level, but Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is calling the shots, of course he is. And he wants Superman. He wants Superman. But this is, you know, to go to the actual complete source of it all. Exclusive. Man of Steel. Going to change the origin. So they just say Man of Steel 2 will treat the origin of Clark Kent differently than portrayed in Zack Snyder's 2013 movie. Specifically, Henry Cavill will no longer be portrayed as having killed General Zod. This will be a pretty big change, but it does line up with Henry Cavill's direction that he wants to go in. I mean, that's it. That's literally all they're saying. We'll see. This might be a guess that turns out to be true. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah. It's interesting nonetheless. I think potentially the most interesting element of all of this is just the fact that they are actually going to have to change so much of the Flash. A lot of the Flash, in fact. Which they recently released a new piece of promo artwork for, which was a surprise, because you'd think having to undergo such drastic changes, you wouldn't be putting out any promo pieces. You know, you think you'd be like, oh, right, well, you know, let's focus on getting this film sorted, and actually, you know, not a big old pile of garbage with a like a weird cult leading sex pest as the lead star. So Man of Steel 2, take this with a pinch of salt. The only reason I am reporting on it is because apparently Giant Freaking Robot, amazingly, broke the news about the escape from New York. Which, again, stranger things have happened. I mean, look, you know, what was that saying about a broken clock is right twice a day or something like that? So it might have just been a good guess on their part. And this as well, they don't have a writer, so I don't know how much stock I put in this. But for argument's sake, let's say this is true. What would you guys think of it? Let me know down below. Yes or no, is this a good direction to go in? Do you think this is the case? I'd be genuinely curious to know, because a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about this. Some good, some bad. But I'm curious to know whether you guys like the potential for this direction or not. So let me know down below. Give the video a big thumbs up. Cheers, guys. Take care.